Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent Amsoil dealer. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. Now, I have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So, if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Please let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, if this is your first time hanging out with us tonight, I hope you have a good time with us. I hope you decide to join us here each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this podcast simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time and we'll be waiting for you with another fun-filled episode. Now, I do have to say something about these places that the podcast simulcast to. Unfortunately, we're only on YouTube tonight. Facebook, we're having some difficulty connecting to Facebook tonight. And I know our attendance is down. I tried to send a message out to all of the places on Facebook that we're not on Facebook tonight to find us on YouTube. And I had a link on Facebook to YouTube. Hopefully people are finding us. Technology is what it is. That being said, if to our regular viewers, to the viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you guys are the ones who make this possible, and we very much appreciate that. Let's take a few quick comments, and we'll bring our friends on. We'll get this party started. BCJ Vids is in the house saying hello to everyone. Nice to see you. Thank you for that. Our good friends over at Vintage Mini Bike Lovers are saying good evening. Now I'm collaborating and producing a podcast with the host Ben Thomas. He's going to be doing the Vintage Mini Bike podcast, and we're looking forward to doing that with him here. I think it's the 9th, whatever. Sorry, I hit the wrong button here. Technical difficulties. So we're working on a Vintage Mini Bike podcast that'll be starting on the 9th of June, Sunday the 9th of June at 8 p.m. Wherever you're watching this right now, circle back for that. And by the way, Vintage Mini Bike Lovers says loud and clear from here. Also, our good friend Mike Whiteside, who is here each and every week. He says, hello, fellas, loud and clear in Illinois. Also, our good friend David from Alaska Railroad says, good evening, Mike and members. Regular viewer from Wisconsin, and everything is working good. And David is a very regular viewer as well. Also, our good friend Mick Campbell says, everything is loud and clear tonight, watching from Vermont. He was at an event over the Memorial Day weekend. He shared some images with us. We'll be looking at those later tonight, and we appreciate his input. Also, he's got a really nice Challenger. In fact, let me switch screens here. This is Mick's Challenger, and I'm trying to talk him into doing a video for us so we can get kind of a walk around and talk around, if you will, of that car and see what's going on with that. But anyway, enough of that. Let's bring our friends on here and get this party started. Unfortunately, Rob can't join us tonight. He's still under the weather. But Michael and Virgil, how are we all doing tonight?
Very good.
Just great. Just great.
Great to see you both. Well, cool. Let's get right into it. Item number 1. In fact, Virgil, you were with me when we went to this event. I'll let you talk this up and set up this video.
No, yeah. So we're right here at video number 1. We got Ken's 41 Ford here that we met last year. Ken is It's a 10-year process, Ken was saying, and you've got a lot of interesting facts about this one here. Remember, Mike, we met him just walking through, and actually found him at another car, and he ended up meeting us over there. So yeah, pretty cool guy to meet. So yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that was a lot.
Hi, my name is Berto, and I'm sitting here with
Ken.
Ken. Nice to meet you, Ken.
Nice to meet you.
Tell me about your car here, Ken.
Well, this car here, I worked for a gentleman in a body shop, and then I started my own shop, and it took me 10 years to buy this car because it's an all steel car, no fiberglass. The only thing that's not original is the smooth running boards. Other than that, everything is all the original metal. And I had a gentleman out of Poland Spring, Maine, do the interior. He was a coach trimmer, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want an upholstery guy. Big difference between upholstery guys and coach trimmers. So the fellow's name was Larry Sear, and I brought it up to him. And the only thing that he had to go with is the seats. He had the seats all done, and then he did all the rest of the interior, and it only took him 2 weeks to do everything. The trunk is all done. Everything works off of a key fob. I have a 350 Ramjet motor in it, 350 horse, Ford 9-inch rear end, 370 posi gears in it, and the car it's been on the road since 2009, and I have 30,000 miles on it.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So we drive them.
Yeah.
If they're on a trailer, that means somebody stole it.
Yes. No, yeah.
But it's very comfortable. Got all the vintage air, the Gen 2 in it. And this is what they call a business coupe, because years ago, the salesman, there was a wooden, like a cabinet behind the front seat. And then all their books were inside there, and that's why they call it a business coupe for the salespeople.
Yeah.
The other version was what, a hardtop?
Well, this is a business coupe. Then they have, this is what they call the Master Deluxe, and they have the reason why they call it the Master Deluxe, because you see the moldings here, they're imprinted in the steel. So the other one, the Special Deluxe, the stainless is on the outside of the car.
All right, so that's not a bead roll.
No. And I narrowed the rear end. I brought each side in 8 inches, so I could have 12-inch wide tires on the rear. They're 20 by 12 on the rear, and 18 by 8 on the front.
295/40, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You're laying some big stripes.
Yeah. But you know what? I built it for a cruiser, and that's what it does. If I stay out of the gas, I can get anywhere from 19 to 20 miles to the gallon.
All right.
Not bad.
Yeah. And like I say, the trunk is all finished off the same way as the interior. So when I open the doors and I open the trunk, everything matches.
Nice.
So,
Carpet matched the drapes.
yeah.
Good attention to detail.
The
yeah.
only thing I omitted is I don't have cup holders in it.
Hey,
But anyways,
Yes.
it's all good.
cup holders, that can be what you can do that somehow else.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And so-
Can we take a look at your motor there?
Sure.
Yeah, while this is open, I'm going to get a couple shots of the interior. Yeah, go on by what verse? Oh, you over there? All right.
Roll around the back.
So on the back,
Like a frost tree.
yeah, this is a Honda color. They call it mustard silver metallic. This is a GM silver, and this aspect is a Ford color. Right, you can see it now. And so the mirrors are off of a Spider Can-Am motorcycle, and they illuminate, everything works. So now
does
this.
the blinker go through there also?
Oh yeah, I'll show you. So this is a big change in the front. If you know 40 Chevy at all, they had the big bullet headlights on the fenders.
Yeah.
So I bought two 37 Ford fenders from Desert Valley Auto Parts in Arizona, and I just kept cutting the metal so that it fit perfect.
Oh, nice.
So these are 37 Ford teardrop headlights.
Oh, but that you wouldn't even know. That's your new cars.
So in here is it's a 350 Ramjet. Good friend of mine did the metal work for the engine cover, And so we accented it the same way as the outside of the car, same colors. And then on the rear, we molded the rear fenders to the body. And what we did is we put in 3/8 round rod, welded that all in, and then we leaded the rest of the joint, the old-fashioned lead work.
Wow.
That's how we did that. So.
You know, a dying trade.
Oh, it's absolutely a dying trade.
Dying trade
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
You know.
And like I say, everything works up in the key fob. As you can see, I took the door handles off, and then on the back, the trunk all goes up. That's hydraulic.
It is?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, excellent interview by Virgil on that. Just got to make sure we give Virgil credit for that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure. And Michael, reaction to that?
Yeah, I mean, I have somebody that lives right in the area, Cumberland, Rhode Island, and I don't know if it was a 41 or 42, I believe it was. He basically stripped the whole car right down to bare metal. So it's all back down to silver. There's no rust on it. And then he clear coated it. So basically, you know, this kind of reminds me of the same thing, but this looks like it's actually a paint job. You can see the trunk and the hood is one color, and the rest of the car, it's got another beige or silver, with the top part being like a golden, a little bit of gold color, a little bit of green color mixed in. But, you know, I see this and I'm like, wow, this is really sharp, you know. And
Yeah,
I like
amazing.
how he described the Master Deluxe and the Business Coupe and explain it, you know, and that was really good because that's a little confusing at times. I hear about Business Coupe, then you got the Master Deluxe, then you got the Master, and, you know, and there was no names to these cars in this era. They didn't even have a name. So it was just called Master Deluxe or Master, and that was it.
Yeah. Now, Virgil, anything you wanted to add to this before we move on? Or
You know, I had forgot all about that color there, being that top half was a Honda color, and then the bottom was a Chevy steel color gray, was a Chevy gray there. So that was pretty interesting there still to come back, you know.
yeah, a lot of detail there. And this was only part one. So later in the podcast, we're going to be looking at the second half of this interview. And yeah, it's something to look forward to. But let's see, on item number 2, I think we're going to skip that tonight. Unfortunately, our good friend Rob is still under the weather. He can't make it. And no one does Amsoil like he does, so we're going to leave that to the professionals. But we're going to go on to item number 3. Now, a lot of chatter in the muscle car community about an ad recently in Car and Driver magazine about possibly bringing Pontiac back.
Yes.
Now, I've got a video clip and I'm going to play from that. It's right off of YouTube. It's going to take me a moment to bring it up. Now, it was trying to find it here. See, I can't scroll and talk at the same time. It was done with they typed out an article and then they put it through an AI thing, so it's an automatic. It's artificially generated voice, but they made some really great comments in this video clip, which is why I picked it. And this is just bouncing around here. I'm having a hard time. Here we go. Okay. So let me add it to the screen here. Get the audio going.
It takes only a small spark to light a huge fire. And Car and Driver did it with this. But fake. So, we have a full-size ad in a well-known magazine, and it's a joke. Strange. Let's check the facts. First, who would pay for a full-page ad just for a joke? It costs a lot. On the other hand, why would Car and Driver allow such speculations? Fans agree, they know something we don't. The new Pontiac Firebird would come back at the perfect moment. General Motors, the proud owner of Pontiac brand, recently decided to discontinue the Chevy Camaro, one of the rare muscle cars still in production. Again, sacrificing such potential profits is not what big companies do. GM won't leave the market to Ford and the Mustang without a fight. The announcement of the Camaro's discontinuation was a shock to fans. And now we have another huge bombshell about the return of Pontiac. It feels like a master plan in motion. The final edition of the Camaro is the last chance to get the legendary vehicle. Bosses might spin it as a joke or change of heart, and continue to produce Chevy's pony car. But that is not what big car makers do. Instead, it is better to launch a replacement. And no other model fits the vacant spot better than the Firebird. General Motors might be testing the waters with this ad, whether they are in partnership with Car and Driver or pulling the strings behind the scenes. Under the hood. Muscle cars and V8s, the perfect combo. But the 2025 Pontiac Firebird needs to use a different engine. Efficiency is one of the priorities in the modern automotive industry, and that's why many V8 drivetrains have been traded in for Turbo 6 power plants. The same goes for naturally aspirated V6 engines and smaller 4-cylinder mills that can match outputs thanks to the boost from turbochargers. Let's dive into General Motors' engine lineup and find the perfect match for the Firebird. The company is still deploying V8 mills, and the easiest way would be to carry over the lineup from the outgoing Chevy Camaro. But the muscle car needs radical changes to shake things up. However, we can't find a turbocharged 6-pot GM configuration for the high-performance 2025 Pontiac Firebird. So, something totally new might be on the horizon. Nobody wants an electric muscle car. No way. We're not buying into General Motors. Our electric future is now spiel. Now could easily be kicked down the road 10 to 15 years. But there is still a slight chance of this happening. It would be a totally different Pontiac. Well, times are changing. Even a modernized Firebird with an ICE would be totally different from the old school models. However, an EV would be something else entirely. On top of GM's push into the EV scene, there's another wild card at play. Dodge has teased an electric muscle car. Although it doesn't make too much sense, car makers are using this oxymoron to draw more attention to the EV segment. Sadly, the Pontiac Firebird could be hijacked to hype up electric rides. That might backfire. Those who don't like EVs might turn their backs even harder, and Pontiac's legendary reputation could be damaged without a second thought. We are getting back to the beginning of the video. Car and Driver magazine sparked the stories about Pontiac's comeback. It is always a topic among enthusiasts, but now there's fresh fuel to believe that one day the new Firebird might soon take flight from the Pontiac nest. The muscle car scene isn't exactly booming, so even with the Camaro bidding farewell, it doesn't automatically mean a replacement is on the horizon. One of the most likely ways is unpopular, an electric muscle car that will compete with Dodge's new model. Our last video about the brand's comeback stirred up a storm of debate. There are still fans holding out hope for the return. What do you think? Does Pontiac and the Firebird have a shot at redemption? Feel free to share your opinion in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We'll monitor the situation and upload updates as soon as something new about Pontiac's revival pops up.
Cool. So, reactions to that commentary about Pontiac, Virgil?
I think I'm still calling BS because I sent you a video earlier. You were texting earlier today, and it's just the amount of money they would have to put into that Firebird. It would seem like it would cost. They might make their money back, being that it's been gone for so long. So I can see that, but to make it an electric vehicle, I think would be wrong.
Yeah, I can't fault with any of that. Absolutely. Much as I would like to see that, I don't know. There's a lot of things in there that are just too big to overcome. But what's your take on that, Michael?
Yeah, my take on it, I'm looking at this and seeing that we already have a few people. One of them that goes to the local car shows around here. He's taken a Camaro and redesigned it to be a Firebird. He's even took the steering wheel and he's ripped off the thing off the steering wheel and put a Firebird thing on in its place. And he's got the flying chicken on Eagle or whatever it is. He has that right on the top of the hood. I mean, he's gone full bore on this car. And, I could see, now that, Camaro has disappeared, I could see the Camaro coming back as a Firebird.
Yeah.
And basically make a Trans Am, and that would be great, and I do see that happening, but for the electric, I do see that might be a possibility in the future, but to start out, it's going to be a gasoline vehicle. I mean, if you don't and you're doing this electric, you're stupid because nobody's going to want to buy it because there's cars that are electrics, I've been told, that are sitting on lots that can't be sold.
Yeah.
And dealerships are like, you know what? We're not buying any more of these pieces of crap because they're not selling. We want to have gasoline vehicles and that's it. So I'm thinking that it may be a good possibility we might be seeing a Pontiac making a comeback. And after the Firebird, seems like that's going to be the opening. Then the GTO, and and maybe bring back the name the Tempest, and everything else. Maybe it would be a whole revolution.
Sure. Yeah, I would love to see it, but I think we're all in agreement. The idea of an electric Trans Am is just plain sacrilege, I think, to most of us. And I'm going to check the comments here. Hopefully, Virgil's going to be able to log back on. To find my place here, we'll take some comments. Here we go. Rob Hilditch, our good friend and co-host, who is under the weather tonight. Thankfully, he's participating in the comments, wanting to know if that car is an automatic. And I would imagine so, but I don't know if it ever said that. I don't know if they're that deep into it yet. Good question, though. Mike Whiteside says, nice wheels, sweet. Yes. Cool. Rob Hill. Oh, he might have been asking about that car we were looking at earlier too, whether that was an automatic. That's possible too. And he's saying there's a lot of work put into that car, and he's talking about that car that we were looking at earlier, that car from the 40s.
Yeah.
Now, Mike Whiteside, I think now he may be talking about the Pontiac Trans Am. Bring him back,
Yep.
baby. Absolutely. Much as I would love to see that come back, I don't know how realistic it is. David from Alaska Railroad says, I honestly don't believe GM is bringing Pontiac back. Yeah, and you're probably right. I'll believe it when I see it, and I would love to see it, but I don't know. Mike Whiteside says batteries are for flashlights, not cars. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. And I hope Virgil's able to come back on here. I don't know, maybe he lost power at his house or something. I'm not sure. Rob Hilditch says they've got everybody talking about this.
That's for sure.
Which is nice when you can create buzz. It's a great marketing move, whether they do something or not. People are talking about GM. Yeah.
And
Cool.
I'm thinking that's probably why they want to bring it back. They want to throw this out there and see how much public are going to talk about this. And if hardly nobody talks about it, that means it's got to be left buried. If a lot of people talk about it and then seeing the conversions that's already happened with the Camaros, it's a good possibility it might come back. I would like to see it come back, but when do we ever get to see a car maker that's gone bye-bye come back?
It's pretty rare. Bugatti, maybe. But
You know?
yeah. But yeah, I'd love to see it. I'll believe it when I see it, but it's a great way to test the waters, like you said. But we do have to move on. We're on item number 4. We're going to take a look at a 1980 Ford Bronco, and this car, this SUV, I should say, is for sale by our friends at B&B Auto Sales. Let me cue that video up. Here it is.
Hi, this is Dirk from B&B Auto Sales, and today we're showing you our 1980 Ford Bronco. It come out of Wyoming. It was one family owned, according to the previous owner. Looks like the original bumpers on there. Got a little ding right there, and got some of the chrome peeling. So, but original is an original, so it just depends. You can get them new bumpers; they're just not as good quality. Had a repaint. And just an average job or amateur job, whatever you want to call. Not a show paint by any means. But looks good for a driver quality Bronco. There you can see BF Goodrich tires. Got kind of the old school white spokes on it with the old school running boards. So a lot of stuff kind of neat about this Bronco here. Not a lot of issues on the paint because it's been repainted. Just lately. So here's the one thing it's missing, the XLT. They do make the shorter ones, but they don't. 80 was all by itself for the longer one, so gonna have to scrounge to find one of them. Interior is original. There you can see door panel. I think they repainted that probably. Seat, can't get this material, hard to find, so obviously a bad spot right there. Driver seat's in good shape. You can see the seat belts. Have some of the plastic broke on the armrest back there. Like I said, everything's pretty original. Cracked dash. I'm trying to get one of them. They are available, but just everything is so hard to get right now. 4-wheel drive, CD player, air conditioning. 12,318 according to the previous owner. He told me that is 112, so not too bad for miles. Like I said, we just redid the air conditioner, put a new compressor on it, so the air works. That's about the only bad spot. At some point here they scratched it. Underneath here all feels pretty good, maybe a little bit. Yeah, they put metal in here because the inner fender was rusty. So just so you know, we try to be transparent about everything. Obviously they like the University of Notre Dame, or somebody did. I'd say factory bumper on the rear also does have the tire carrier with the matching 5th wheel there, which is actually better shape than some of the others. New tailpipes on it. Like I said, the wheels are showing some age. something you may want to put some chrome wheels on or something. So, got some cracking there. So if a guy could find that material, that's our checkover sheet right there. You could redo the insides of the seats. That and the dash pad would pretty much cover most of it except for them rear armrests, and they might be available. I will check. So like I said, nice driver quality Bronco. These Broncos are going up fast. These are the next generation that's going to take off. You know, now the 78s and 79s have, that second generation has started to get really expensive. So this is the next, this 80 to 86 is the next group that's going to take off. So these are a good investment. You can buy them in the 20s like this one. So any questions, give me a call, 605-695-7391.
So yeah, thank you so much to our friends at B&B Auto Sales for a look at that really cool Bronco. Reactions, is it Michael's turn for the first reaction?
Yes, sir.
I want to say that I love how honest he is about talking about the vehicle, pointing out the dashboard, the seats, and maybe some new chrome for the wheels and different things that he pointed out. And one thing I do like about this, and I wish they would bring it back to all SUVs. And, you know, this technically was an SUV. A lot of people would say it's a truck. It is technically a truck if you take off the cap. But to me, it's still the early versions of the SUV. But what I would love to see is to have every single SUV have the wheel on the back with solid metal bracking in the back and not have the stupid wheel underneath the vehicle.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Because they always rot out underneath the vehicle. When you need that wheel, one friend of mine the other day, he has a GMC pickup, and he had a problem with the tire that was flat, and they needed to take that tire out, and they couldn't even remove the tire. It was so rotten in there that they couldn't even get the thing out. So that's why I like it. If it's
snowy or muddy, it's going to be a disaster trying to do that.
Exactly.
And Virgil, reaction?
Very, very good truck.
I say, yep. Yeah, very cool truck. Love the Bronco. Love the year. Still has that nice, well, just after that 79, doesn't have that big, that really big fullness of it, but great. Great. They did a great job over there at B&B. And I pulled it up online, and they actually found the interior.
Nice.
Oh, good. For that dash and everything?
Yeah, they found something to replace the interior, the seats. Yeah,
Nice.
they found something too, and found the material to replace the seats, and they replaced the rims with like some 90s with like 90s Bronco rims.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they came out pretty cool.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much to make that into a really sweet ride right there.
No.
Yeah, and it looks like they're partway there with what they've done to it.
Yeah, the exterior is in great shape. It's just the interior needs a little work.
Definitely.
They took care of that.
For sure. Well, cool. So we're on item number 5. Our good friend Mick Campbell. He's a regular viewer from Randolph, Vermont, just down the road, so to speak, because Virgil and I are both Vermonters. They had a Cars and Coffee event in Randolph, Vermont over the holiday weekend, and he sent some images for us to enjoy. Let me get those queued up here, and we'll take a look at that, and we'll react to it on the other side. It's taking a moment to load. Here we go, right here. So yeah, thank you so much to regular viewer Mick Campbell for sharing those images. By the way, this is his Challenger, and we're trying to get him to do a video of that for us, and do kind of a walk around of it, talking it up. We would love to share that on the podcast for all of us to enjoy. Virgil, reactions to what we've just looked at?
Yeah, there was a green rat rod that was in there. Had the wide front tires on there. Just right before that one.
Right
that
there.
one, yeah. These I like the style of those where they're making the wheels wider on the front there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it almost seems like it's you almost feel like it may be like an Indy car handling. You know,
Sure.
it gives me that type of feel. And then also too, there was that Triumph in there.
Yes.
The 57 Bel Air.
Technically not a hot rod, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, Europe was well represented in this video. Oh, here's that Triumph right there. Right there.
Yes.
CR6, I think.
Yes. I love those, especially with the V8. Oh.
Yes. For sure. And Michael, reactions?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at all this, and you know, I got a fondness with the Triumph, with a 1500 Spitfire, restoring one, being underneath it, getting zapped by electrical storm. I will never forget that day. The guy literally called it lightning, sold it. Never seen the car since. But I remember I was the one who had to rebuild the dashboard.
Wow.
He didn't know anything about the electrical system. He said, "No, what? I'm going to let you deal with the electrical system." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." But I mean, it's very amazing. I mean, the assortment, like that is I believe it's a Ford Custom with that logo thing in the middle. I believe that's a Ford Custom. But you know, you got a Chevy Bel Air in there, and then you know, then the Triumph. So you got a little variety of cars away in there. I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Everything looked like it got like smushed and spread out. I don't know if that was the way the pictures are sent, or if that is just because.
I stretched those to fit the screen. I'll take the hit on that. That wasn't Mick. I got to make sure he doesn't get the blame on that. But we've got comments coming in too. Let's see what people are reacting here. David from Alaska Railroad says, "Good evening to Rob. Get well soon. We miss you." Cool deal. Yeah, we all miss Rob. He brings a lot to this for sure. And I'm glad he's watching and making comments, so at least he's participating in that way. And Mike Whiteside says, "Great vehicle back in the day, party barge."
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. Well, cool. Let's remove this from the screen and keep going here.
And you just showed with the Porsche in the background, you can see that's a Ford Bronco, the newer version of it.
Nice. Nice. So let's keep going. We've got so much more to look at here. We've got a video that Virgil shared with me. This is a 4-wheel drive Corvette going 185 miles at a drag strip, 85 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So let me cue that up. This is going to take a second because we're looking at this off of Instagram.
I forget where he's out of. He's out of
California
Europe somewhere.
Oh, Europe. Okay.
Yeah, not in the United States. Out of Europe somewhere, or Europe, or some. He's not from the United States. Because I've seen this for like, I think I remember telling you about this maybe last summer.
Yeah.
Or somewhere around in there, and then I finally it just came across my my looking here again.
Amazing. Wow. Well, cool. I've got it queued up here. I'm going to turn on the audio. Can you see it on the screen? Because part of my screen is covered.
Yep, I can see it. It's like, yep.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Man.
Wait a minute. Santa.
What a run off the train of 798 at 175 miles an hour.
Yeah, you're right. That was Europe, all right, with that accent.
Yeah, I was trying to catch the name on the drag strip there. Thought it went across on the first part.
Yeah, Santa Pod something or other, but I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, that was impressive. Go ahead, Virgil.
It looks so violent in that burnout there.
Yes.
Looks so violent in that burnout.
Yeah, for sure.
Matter of fact, I seen it burn out tonight, and I was surprised. I told the guy, "Hey, I love your Monte Carlo." He had a nice dark blue Monte Carlo and everything, and then he had the big wide wheels. All of a sudden, he started flooring it. He was burning rubber. You used to see all the smoke all over the place. And this was right on the main road out here. I was just having to seeing it, and well, he wanted to make sure that I saw it.
Yeah. Thanks for the comment.
Yeah, for sure. Well, cool. So we are on item number 7. Going to take a look at a 1969 Pontiac GTO, and this car is for sale by our friends over at MGM Classic Cars. So let's get that queued up here. Yes, right here.
What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Jenkins here with MGMClassicCars.com, Addison, Illinois. And today I'm bringing you this new arrival 1969 Pontiac GTO 400 engine, tubular control arm, 750 Edelbrock carburetor, 4-barrel headers. This car sounds great, drives great, and is a blast. It's got Judge decals on it. What a great car. Hideaway headlights, of course. Interior, really nice. Retro sound radio. Custom bucket seats, really comfortable. Floor shift. There's the hood tack. The car just sounds great. Tilt wheel, of course. Horn works. Everything was really done. This car was restored, and they did a great job. I'm going to go ahead and show you the trunk before we wrap this up. Nice chrome wheels. Here's your trunk. Everything was done back here, redone. It was done well. Got a few books. GTO book. How to restore book. Kind of a board showing the car. Highlights. Frame off restoration. Turbo 400 transmission. 9-inch rear end. As you can see under there, dual exhaust. 9-inch rear end with posi traction. Pro car seats. Like I said, whoever did this car did a great job. Gonna go ahead and close the hood so you can see this car before we wrap it up in its glory. What a great looking car. Fun to drive. Really, really nice. I mean, everything was done nicely in the interior. Everything was really nice. You don't find them done up this nice very often. So make sure you come on down. Call 847-848-1850. Visit MGMClassicCars.com. We're in Addison, Illinois. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. All by appointment only. We have around 250 cars in stock, so you're not going to want to miss a thing. We get new cars in almost every day. We have shipping all over the United States, open and enclosed, bonded and insured. Come on down to MGM Classic Cars. Treat yourself to your dream car. We got something for everyone. And if we don't have something for you yet, we will eventually, because we gave new cars in almost every. I hope everyone's enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys here at MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois, because this car looks great here, but it'll look a whole lot better in your garage. Have a great day, everyone. It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Yes, thank you so much to MGM Classic Cars. What a car that was. And I'm trying to remember whose turn it is for the first comment. Is it Michael's?
Me.
Go for it, Michael.
I mean, the thing I like about this car, I'm going to make it short. I love the color. And when you see GTO, and then you see the name, The Judge, it's not just a GTO anymore. It's The Judge. Nothing outdoes The Judge.
Yes. Top shelf all the way. For sure. And Virgil?
Yes, yeah, no, great car. You know me, and I told you my favorite car that I've ever had was my 68 Montego, and it was that color orange.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and, you know, the hideaway headlights I love. And you know what? This would be a good one for next week. It'd be a great candidate for some Kragers.
Yes, that would look amazing with some Kragers on it, for sure. Now, let me check. Those were not Kragers, right?
No. Those weren't Kragers.
But that would look sharp with some Kragers on it.
Yes. Go back to that old 70s look, that offset Kragers in the back, the big wide ones.
Yeah.
Ones with get them staggered, so shall I say.
Sweet. Yeah, that would look amazing. Let's take some comments real quick before we move forward. Here we go. Rob Hilditch says that sounds good. He likes the sounds of that engine, and I know he's a GM guy, so I'm sure he was enjoying that. Rob also says, no, that's an investment. You can't lose money on that thing. Absolutely.
No,
you can't go wrong with that, especially over time. He also says, oh, it's a woman's car and an automatic.
Oh!
I'd still take it, though.
Yeah.
That is a sweet car, for sure. I'm not a judgmental person, but when it comes to this Judge, I'm all for it.
Yes. It does have a 400.
Yeah. Well, cool. Let's see. We're on item number 8. This is part 2 of that hot rod we looked at earlier where Virgil was interviewing Ken over at the NSRA car show in Essex, Vermont. And while I'm queuing that up, Virgil, if you want to talk that up a little.
Man, I'm just still trying to remember facts from that one there. It's, you know, it's 365 days is we're almost at 365, Mike, because we got car shows coming up in, well, I guess in 3 months maybe.
Yeah, we're getting into the season here.
Yeah, we're getting into the season, so we're about to start.
We're already fully into it here.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, we're easing our way in. We only hit 62 degrees today, I believe.
Yeah, it was on the cool side, for sure.
Today was cooler, but it's been 80, high 80s, high humidity. Today was a break.
Yes. Well, let's take a look.
Yes. Get back to Ken here.
Yeah.
So as you can see how much I had to narrow the trunk, how much room. But now you see the tail light in the bumper? Of course, that's spring steel. If you ever try to cut spring steel, it took me 30 cutoff blades to make that tail light fit. And then the interior is all of the trunk is the same way as your car.
So you got a third light up there.
Oh yeah, third brake light, yeah. And then if I want to go down, 1 and 2, and go down.
Wow. That's got to be a greater feature there. Especially
when
you pull up, like when you're pulling up to a show or something, you got to pull out, get your...
Yeah, oh yeah.
Pull up and just beep, beep. By the time you get to the back, everything's up.
I'll tell you, Joe Martin was impressed. When he was looking at the car and I was telling him all the detail. Oh, another feature in this car. Come see where the radio is.
Oh, yeah. It's like you said, radio delete.
Up here. Look in the...
overhead.
You did the old 70s truck style.
Oh, wow.
Console?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the console is painted green also.
Wow.
Yeah. And the seats are what they call tees seats. And if you've been around the hard rod industry, they build outstanding seats.
And then they have the coach builder do it instead of an interior.
Yeah, had a coach builder do it. Yeah.
And the vintage air.
Vintage air, yeah.
Yeah,
The
nice.
digital, all power steering.
And then what type of why is it getting to me? The steering.
Oh, the steering? It's a I did it steering column, all power steering.
What about wire? What type of wire? Painless?
No, I used the wiring. They were out of Quick Wire Company.
Quick Wire? Okay.
Yes. As a matter of fact, this car's been on the road since 2009, and I think in 2007 or 2008, the people that own the quick wire company were here, and they had a drawing, and I won the wiring circuit here, and that's what's in here,
Wow.
the quick wire. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, very nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the wheels are American Racing.
Got the lip on that one there, huh?
But a lot of the interest is in these mirrors. So there was two people yesterday looking at them, and I said, "Do you know what they're off of?" One young fella says, "Yes, I do. They're off of motorcycles." Says, "You're right, Can-Am." And then somebody else knew what they were off of too. And when the car debuted here in 2009, everybody thought they were off of a Lamborghini. Or
Oh, wow.
like that. Yeah. But anyway, so that's the car. And like I say, this is what they call the Master Deluxe, and the other model is the Special Deluxe.
All right.
So
This is the salesman of the year.
salesman of the year.
Salesman of the year car.
Totally.
Correct. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad sales, no car.
And all my wiring. It took me 4 months to wire the car because I'm a stickler on wiring. So what I did is there was nothing inside, of course, and the wiring all goes back right underneath the plateau area of the trunk, and that's where all my wiring goes. It took me 4 months to wire it. So what I did is I had an air mattress with a pillow, so everything was wired individually. And so if I'm not going to ever sell the car. It's going to my son.
Yes.
And so I did all the body work, and my son and one of our other employees picked the colors, and they did the paint. My son said, "Dad, you're not going to paint the car. I want to paint it." So my son and one of our employees painted the car.
Nice.
One last thing about your windshield.
Yes.
I noticed you don't have a...
No molding in the middle.
Yes.
It's what they call a V-butt windshield.
Okay.
So, and I got all the glass came up from a fella out of Georgia, and he has all the patterns for it. And I just wanted the glass smoked a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he sent me all the glass, and everything fit perfect.
All right, so you got a smoke tint all the way around.
All the way around. Yeah.
All right, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm like looking through there, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, I noticed it's just a little darker, but I noticed
Yeah.
I didn't see a pillar.
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna slip by here.
And so one gentleman, I was at a show, and he says, "You did a nice job dropping that, slapping the door." No, sir, that's the way the business group came.
Yep.
You
Not
know?
chopped.
Not chopped. No, this one I didn't chop. My 48 GMC I did chop 2 inches, but this one here I wanted to leave it the way it is.
Leave it business.
And then the pinstripe in it, you see on the side, a full-time pinstripe. That's not fake or under the clear. That's on top. For you. Yeah. So after the award ceremony and the drawings, we're headed home.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, where's home?
Home is only 2.5 hours from here, Goffstown, New Hampshire.
Okay,
Yeah.
not bad at all. Huh?
Yeah,
It's a lot of highway.
yeah, and it cruises. This will cruise here at 80 miles an hour all day long,
Uh-huh.
without a
What
problem.
RPM are you at on that one?
About 2010.
Oh,
Wow, that's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like you got overdrive?
Well, this is a 4L60 transmission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, and the 4L60, well, it's the 4L60E, which means that it's electronic shifting. And this thing shifts, you don't feel it upshift, you don't feel it downshift, you know? So,
That's the best.
yeah, it's it's one of my best builds that I've done for myself. And all my builds are good, but this is
A whole other level, huh?
yeah.
Good.
And thanks to my dad, I was able to do a lot of things. When I built it, I was able to do top shelf items, you know. My dad was a pipe fitter all his life. So he helped me out with the build, you know.
Nice.
Yeah. This side,
Oh, yes, yeah.
Amanda Martin, so she signed this side. And on this side, Joe Martin.
Wow. That's a keeper.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Very nice. Well, cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
So, yeah, I got to give Virgil a compliment on an excellent interview there. Did you have anything you wanted to add to that, Virgil?
Yeah, I forgot about that. I think it was the his T-shirt that caught my eye with the George Martin on there, and they have a TV show called Iron Resurrection that I watch.
Wow.
I don't want to do. I won't give I guess I already gave him a plug, huh?
Sure, that's all right. Go ahead.
But they do some amazing hot rods out of Texas, and I think what caught my eye with him was that shirt, and then that brought us around to get the interview there to bring him back to his car. That's how I remember that part now.
Nice. So the shirt started the conversation.
Yes,
Very cool. Very cool.
Sure, started the conversation and kept him going. You know. But yeah.
Yes. Well,
But
cool,
great
Michael.
guy.
Yeah, and I know what, Virgil? I love how you brought up the window. when you were talking to the guy.
Oh,
Automatic, that was going to be one of the first things I was going to mention if you didn't mention it with this interview with this guy, because a split window, you don't have a lot of them out there, but they did make them for so many years. But a lot of them have the chrome, and you point out what happened to the chrome. And then he explained what kind of system it was, and it was basically a good sealed system.
Yeah. Because you only see those on maybe those old 32 hot rods when people do them, and they take the middle pillar out. So that I believe that's why that one caught my eye. I believe that's
Then you point out the smoke windows. He had them removed and had all the smoke put in a window.
Yeah, that was a really impressive car to see for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So we are just about done. We've got one more to look at. Our good friend Elaine LaRiviere. She was at Bentleys cruise night last night in Arundel, Maine. And the nice thing, one of the things I love about doing this podcast is, we're going to take a look at some images that were taken last night, 24 hours ago. I love the immediacy of being able to do that. Now, here's a look at our good friend Elaine and her fiance Paul, both very good friends of mine. I know them from the vintage snowmobile community. Paul is a legendary racer from the 60s and 70s, snowmobile racer from back in the day. But let's cue this up. Let's take a look at her images from last night. She sent me the images. I put some music under it, and this is what we ended up with. So yeah, thank you so much to Elaine for those wonderful photos. A lot of smiling faces over there. It looks like they had a great time.
Yeah.
And if anyone happens to be in that area, Arundel, Maine, they do a cruise night every Tuesday night. Very much worth the trip. And whose turn is it for first reaction?
Yes.
Go for it, Bird.
I'll go for it. There's that that one right there. It looks like it had that wedge motor in there with the alternated carbs.
Yes.
Is that what that one is?
It looks like it, but I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you. It looks like a Barracuda in the front.
Yep, it is a Barracuda.
Yep. I think it's a wedge motor that's in that one. But the way the carburetors are offset right there, I love that. There was also
cool.
too like a British racing car in there with
Very
green.
similar to the other car you were commenting on.
Yeah,
Oh,
there.
no, this one. Right there. Whoops,
Oh.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's racing green. That must be a Jag.
Yes.
That's what it looks like to me.
Yep. That there. Go Speed Racer.
Yes. And then there's another one I have.
I like
Go
the
ahead.
Mercedes Benz.
Oh, yes, the little SL.
Yeah.
I bet you like this one too, Virgil.
Yes. Yep. That
Go
one.
ahead,
Yeah.
Michael. I'll find
Maybe.
that SL. I don't remember where it was, but go ahead, Michael. Reactions?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to make a point. That truck that you just passed, it has the logo on the side, says I-beam. So I was told that's a little story behind that. It's actually, the truck has actually got I-beam. You can see it right there on the side. It's hard to see, but you can see that it says I-beam.
This one here?
Yep.
Oh, no kidding.
That
Yeah,
big,
okay.
logo between the hood and the door.
Yes.
That's where it says twin I-beam or whatever it says.
Oh yeah, that twin I-beam suspension of the old Ford.
Yep.
Sweet.
But I mean,
How
that
long
Mercedes caught me a little bit because, you know, the way that was in convertible, not just because of the styling, but I'm noticing the way the convertible is, it doesn't look like it goes far back. It's like goes so far and it gets cut right off, very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
those are sweet.
you look at that and you can see a similarity to the Gullwing a little bit in that.
Yeah.
You can definitely see the similarity in it.
Sure. Very cool. Now we've got comments that have come in. Trying to find my place here.
All right. But that GT350 was nice also.
Oh yes.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, let me find that. I don't know if I can.
It was right before the right before that Mercedes.
Yeah, I think I'm having trouble finding it. But Mick Campbell said, here he is, right here. It says bigger tires on the back for sure. He must be talking about that resto mod we were looking at earlier,
Yeah.
Ken's.
Uh-huh.
And Mick Campbell also says, who's going to see the NHRA at New England Dragway this weekend? Yeah, is anyone going to that?
No.
And if anyone is, please take videos and images. Go ahead, Virgil.
I used to go to that one with my brother-in-law's dad, with my brother-in-law and his father, but I haven't been in the last 5 years, so to say.
Sure.
But
sure.
I've been once in the last 5 years, but yeah, I missed that place. That was a great place. That
does sound like a lot of fun.
Epping, New Hampshire is a very, very good NHRA. It's a very,
and
very
Rob
good.
is saying that's a winner.
Yes.
Yes.
And I bet he was talking about that about Ken's car.
Yeah.
And oh yes, and Vintage Mini Bike Lovers is talking about Ken's car, also saying he appreciated the homage to his father because he was mentioning his father in that video clip. David from Alaska Railroad says, "Good show, man. Thank you to all of you."
Yeah, thank you.
Cool deal.
Likewise. Thank you, David, for always showing up.
Yes, he rarely, if ever, misses an episode, and we appreciate that. Rob is giving a compliment to Elaine, these are Elaine's images we've been looking at. Mike Whiteside says, "Great show, guys. Thank you very much."
Yeah, thank you.
Mick Campbell says, "Did that Barracuda have a cross ram Hemi?" Good question. I don't know, but does anyone?
I think that's what that was.
That's what. Yeah, what they were looking at, commenting on.
Yeah, because the carburetors were trying to figure out where my camera is, but the carburetors were on both sides instead of having a twin 2.4
in line.
They were they were off.
Nice. So instead of a 6-pack, they were offset, kind of.
Yes.
And then Vintage Mini Bike Lover says twin I-beam front end started in the 65 F Series Fords. It was independent suspension with coil springs instead of leaf springs.
Nice.
Very cool.
So that, and then I'm happy to hear that be explained. Now there people don't know what it means.
Definitely. Vintage Mini Bike Lovers also says, great show, fellas. See you next week. Also on the 9th of June, we're going to be doing a podcast with Vintage Mini Bike Lovers. It's a collaboration between Ben and I. He's hosting, I'm producing. We're going to air it here and a few other places. So if you like those mini bikes from the 60s and 70s, you don't want to miss that. It's going to be an awful lot of fun. We've got a great guest lined up, as well as some cool video clips. So it's going to be, we're hoping right out of the box to have it be a really fun experience for everyone. But I can't believe how fast this has gone by. We've come to that time of the podcast where it's time to wind it down. Quick final comments, Michael?
Yes, I want to tell you, Rob, I hope you get better. I'm hoping to see you be on the live podcast next week. I know we all miss seeing you. I love the comments. I'm like getting involved, but it's not the same without the Amsoil ads from you and also just your comments on stuff.
For sure. Yeah, it's not the same without Rob, for sure. And Virgil?
Miss the wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
The wealth of knowledge and just the wealth of knowledge and just miss you, Rob, man. Hey, hurry up, get back here, man. I need that voice.
Get back where you belong.
I gotta listen to these two, man, if you don't come back.
Oh, right. Come on. We're not that bad.
We're getting there though.
Oh, jeez.
But one quick final announcement. Next week, we're going to have a Cragar-themed episode. We're going to have Steven from Cragar on here next week, 1 week from tonight. He's going to talk to us about the backstory, the origin story, the history of the Cragar brand. He's also going to talk about what Cragar is doing currently. We've got images and video clips coming from people who have Cragars. It's going to be a fun Cragar-themed night. So if you have images or video clips of Cragars on your past or present muscle car, please share the video clips and images with us so that we can include that and make it part of the show. It's going to be an awful lot of fun. Also, think about any questions that you might have for Steven about the Cragar product line, about the Cragar history, Cragar experience, and if you have testimonials about Cragars you've enjoyed over the years, either to own or to admire, please leave comments while we're doing the podcast next week. We're very much looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So with that, we're going to close it out. Thank you, everyone, for viewing. We really appreciate it. Thank you to Michael and to Virgil. Thank you for Rob, even for participating in the comments. We hope to have you here back where you belong next week. Just is not the same without you. And with that, last word goes to Amsoil. And have a great week, everybody.
Yep.
All right.
Have a good night.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil's an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is. It is.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer discount, or sorry, preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all of these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order. That gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the signature series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an Amsoil account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to Amsoil. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaRiviere. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for Amsoil under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your Amsoil Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters "free DVD requests" so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering Amsoil as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from Amsoil, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up and you can buy directly from Amsoil. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the Amsoil marketing plan. Amsoil has a large selection of products to cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing or hot rods, we have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that's I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing Amsoil for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with Amsoil. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate Amsoil leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes. And just by wearing my Amsoil hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about Amsoil. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
Amsoil's a fun business. Amsoil's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the Amsoil products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the Amsoil products or to join the Amsoil team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.